Hello, welcome to today's webinar all about the data used to room data sheets in creation in Revit. My name is Aileen Calderon. I'm a tech specialist here in ATG. And today I will be introducing you to some of the out-of-the-box solutions that CTC offers in the BIM Project Suite. Creating views and placing them in sheets can be a tedious job that will certainly take valuable time, especially in a big project. With the View Creator and Room Datasheet tools, you will be able to not only speed up the process, but also automatize it. As part of today's learning objectives, we will be revisiting common practices to create and arrange views in your project sheets, and then I will be demonstrating the solutions that CTC offers to make this tedious process less painful. The BIM Project Suite is one of the many solutions that CTC tools offer. This suite contains about 20 tools that any BIM manager will truly appreciate. You can try 7 of these tools for free right now. They're the ones in light green. Just download the trial version, and I'm sure I'll be sure to put the link in the description of this video later. Today, I'll be demonstrating just 2 of them, the Room Data Sheet and the View Creator as part of their premium package. For this demo, this webinar will be also recorded and put on the ATG YouTube channel, so feel free to subscribe to our channel. So for this demo, I'll be using Revit 2021 and the latest version of BIM Project Suite. Let's go to my Revit. There you go. Okay, so some of the challenges I have faced before when completing the DD phase of a project is the amount of junk views. Some probably are still valid, but a lot of them are not anymore. This usually brings other problems like increasing the size of your file, just to mention one example. Especially when you are working in a big project, the unnecessary data can be catastrophic. There is this great webinar from Madeline that explains good practices for moving from design to documents. You can find that in our YouTube channel, but I'll put the link on the description of the video. Here he shows a great workflow to clean and create views and data sheets using some other tools from the BIM Project Suite. Okay, so let's start with a common workflow that we will use to create views and sheets in Revit. I'm using the sample project that Revit has for the purpose of this demo. So, okay, let's create a new plan view. We go to our View tab, Plan Views, and create new floor plan. So I'm just gonna create a couple of views here. And it should show right here on my project browser. As you can see here in the level, we usually will apply a template if we have. If not, we'll take and here in the property set up the scale, the graphics, the boundaries that we want, or just select the template that we have pre-set up before. After you get your view, now it's time to create your sheet. And the same tab, sheet composition, just create a new sheet. Just select the title block that you need. And there you go. You got your sheet, you got your view. And now it's time to set it up in your sheet. So this is probably how you will usually set up the views that you want. Sorry about that. Okay. So, it takes some time to kind of set it up, set up the boundary that you want to show, crop it, fix it, and adjust it as however you want it to fit in your sheet. This is a common workflow and honestly very easy. But once you start doing this once and over again with many rooms. Let's say you have a project with, I don't know, 20 or 50 rooms. Doing this can be a tedious job. Plus, it takes some time to kind of organize it in the sheet, as you can see. Now, let me show you how you will do the same thing with the CTC tools. Let me close this just to go back there. Okay, so here, as I mentioned before, the CTC BIM Project Suite has um, around 7 tools that are for free. You can download and try it. First, one of my favorite of the free ones is the renumbering. It makes it so easy to assign new numbers and doors and rooms without messing up your project. One of the other premium tools that they offer is Invisibility Advisor, which is awesome when you're missing a lot of content in your project. You also have the spreadsheet links, you have the parameter jammer, and the ones that we're going to use today is the view created in the room data sheet. So let's start the process that we did before with this out of the box tools. So the view creator, as I said before, it allows you to create and manage the views in your project. You can create levels or add levels. You can create plans and ceilings. You can create elevation views, dependent views, schedules, sheets and title blocks, work sets, duplicate views, and view templates. You can also set the phase abbreviation according to your company standards here, and set up the interface adjusting to your needs. Something that you can find in all of the CTC tools is this part that say videos support and videos and support, and these videos will take you to a link of the CTC software channel where you can find a lot of their information and description of the tools they offer. Okay, so let's go back to what we came here for. So let's create a view. Let's do the same that we did before, level 1, level 2, and here in the middle, I can select the template that I want to use for these views and the face that I want. After you select all the views that you need, you click here and add it. Here in the browser, you will see all the views that you are going to create, and you can adjust it however you want. If you want to change the name, if you want to remove it or whatever, you can do it here before you actually create the views. Once you are satisfied with what you want, you create the views. And as you can see, CTC say that it has created 2 views. So let's go here. I get level 1 view and level 2 with the templates that I choose. Okay. Once I've created my views, I'll go to my other tool called Room Data Sheet. Okay. So as I mentioned before, the room data sheet will help you to automatize the process of placing your views in different sheets. So this is extremely helpful when you have big projects. Um, and one of the greatest thing of this tool is that you can save your configuration and load it and just use it every time you need to. And that will help you to keep the standards of your company um, as you prefer. So let's navigate the interface. As I said before, you got the load configuration and save configuration. I have previously set up this here. One thing about the tool is that it usually remembers the last thing you did. So I'm going to erase it to show you from scratch what you need to do. First step will be to pick a room. You can choose one or multiple rooms depending on what you want. Then select it and finish, and you can see how it shows here. Okay, and the bottom part talks about the naming. You can change the naming, whatever you want, the prefix. Here in what I have set up before, we're talking about the architecture sheet. So I'll start with an A, then my next number is 106, and it will increment 1. Now let's add the views that I want in my sheets. I'll say I need a floor plan, I need an elevations, multiple elevations, and a 3D view. So after doing this, you can see on the right side how we'll soon we'll show how our sheets is gonna look. Let's give it a little bit of time to that. Okay, there you go. It is. So all these 3 rooms are in one sheet because that's what I'm telling the software to do. So they have a layout row that you can add here. One is the page break and the other one is the row break. Since I'm having elevations here, I know for sure it's multiple elevations. So I'm gonna, oh wait. So I'm gonna move it here so that way I can split my elevation. Let's add another one um, and move it up. Let's see how that looks. So now it's starting to change. And because we have different rooms, I would like to have it in one sheet per room. So I will add this page break at the end. There you go. We have all the views, each room in one sheet. So now let's set up the how I want to show the floor plan view. Here I can, it's set up as a default where I want to put it in my browser, but I can choose the floor plans or where I want it to be. I also can change the number and name of the view I want to show, and the template if I have one, the scale if I have that I prefer. Um, Then I have the offset. The offset for the plan view is basically the dimension of the room beyond the boundary to include. In the case of the elevations, it will be the distance between the room and the cutting plane inside the room or the space. So in this case, I'm just gonna do 1. And I do wanna show the title of my view, and it will always be linked with the view name. So whatever I put here is going to show in my title. Then let's go to my elevation. So it's very similar to the one before. I guess the biggest difference here, as I mentioned before, was the offset and the direction. Here you can set up the directions that you want. We have all true direction, all oriented direction, true north, south, east, west. So let's go choose this one. I do want to show the title. And then for the 3D view, again, we can set up in the browser whatever we want, the template that we need, the scale that we want to. Let's do this. The location, I guess another different thing from the rest in the 3D view is that you can customize like the bottom offset, the top offset that you want, the near boundary, far boundary, and the viewer location. Also, I want to show the title. Once we have this set up, you can, either save this configuration however you want to be used in the future, or you can just load a different configuration that you have set up previously just by clicking here. I'm going to keep using the one I have. Something very helpful, and I think it's a great thing of this tool, is that you can visualize or you can see the preview of the sheets right here on the right side. Here you can select the title block that you need, the margins, the spacing. This is very helpful because once you have figured out how your views are going to set up and the distance that you need to fit in that particular sheets, you can just fix it here. Oops, that's not what I want. You can just fix it here and adjust it as you want it. This seems that it's gonna work fine. So here after that, we just create a sheet. Oops, there's, I have this error before, so I'm just gonna think it's one of the reasons is because I have a couple of views that I already selected before. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to load a configuration that I did before for this demo, and hopefully it would show correctly how I want it. Let's preview that first. Okay, so now I have this, and should be creating my sheets. In a second, here I can go, and there you go. Here are in the project browser, you can see the sheets I create with the number and the name that I needed. And as you can see, like probably there has to be some cleanup, and that's related with the template. But beside that, you can have all the information that you were already set up previously in your sheet just with a couple of steps. So if you have any questions so far, please feel free to write us down. And this is one of the many solutions that CTC offers to speed up and automatize this process in Revit. I really hope that you find this webinar useful, and please let us know if you would like us to show you more about the suite or any other suite that CTC offer. Just contact your sales rep or drop us an email. We'll be happy to help you improve your workflow. And as I said before, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube account and to have access to great content from our technical team. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.